And that's how it ends, folks. So another one in the books. We've got 3 more lightweight bouts and then up to the heavyweights.
Kazakhstan, 3, Cuba, judge number 4, Argentina, judge number 5, Turkey.
And we are taking a brief moment here as we await the entrance of our next boxers.
Red corner, Han, Korea. Blue corner, Liu Qiang, China.
Han, 27 years old. From Korea. Liu Qiang, 29 years old, from China.
Red corner,
Referee Hans Broville from Denmark.
Blue corner, Italy.
Zhumanayev, Sat&Co, Bassi, Caulfield, and Germain are the judges. As you see the Chinese, or rather the Korean, boxer getting his headgear adjusted by his corner. Han Soon-chul, 179 centimeters, boxes for Seoul Metropolitan Government. That's the boxing club. He lives in Seoul. He was in the Chicago World Championships in 2007 and the Milan World Championships in 2009. Lost to Domenico Valentino in that one, who we had seen box earlier this morning, this evening, the first bout. And he was a participant in the 2011 Asian Championships in Incheon, Korea earlier this year. Liu Qiang from China. First place in the 2008 Chinese Nationals, second place in the 2009 Nationals, second place in the 2010 China Open tournament, and also in the Asian Championships in Korea. He lost to Amazakharov Aidar from Kazakhstan just here in 2011. So both boxers well traveled, seasoned, not too much spice, but certainly seasoned. Again, we have Chul from Korea in the red corner, Qiang from China in the blue corner. As you can see on the graphics, Han and Liu. Han in the red corner, Liu in the blue corner. Liu pushes off from the break with his right hand as Han comes forward with a right to the belly, falls short, and now Han is going to try and figure out a way to deal with this southpaw style of Q. Rather, Liu. Liu boxing southpaw style, Han boxing conventional. You're going to watch out for the missteps of the two lead feet of the boxers. They often tangle up, step on one another as each boxer advances. That's a particular challenge that these youngsters learn at an early age, particularly having as many amateur bouts as they have. They all meet plenty of boxers that box in both styles, so they do have a feel for each. Here comes a lunging Han. The referee is going to issue a caution to Liu. And there's a nice right hand right out of the backfield by Han. And again, they're going to tie up here, so we may be in store for another clinching type battle. And now you see Han continuing to press the action as Liu seems somewhat comfortable playing the defensive position for a while now. That could all change in 15 seconds or so when we get the score of round number 1. A lot changes when a boxer sees that they're up on points or not. Chopping right hand by Han scores to the left jaw of Liu, or the left side of Liu's jaw. And there it is, very close, 4-3. The Korean boxer, after just 1 round, Korean boxer and the Chinese boxer both being tended to in their corner. Chinese boxer choosing to stand, the Korean boxer choosing to sit. Sometimes that's a personal preference, sometimes it's a perceived psychological advantage. Perhaps to have your opponent see you not sweating, as they say. Don't let him see you sweat. And that could be part of his tactic. We've seen it from others, if it is a tactic. Han with a 1-point lead over Liu going into this second round. And not much happening here in the beginning of round 2 either. It's much of the same as the first round. There's a lot of interruption of the action. Both of these boxers looking for an advantage. Neither of them choosing to throw their punches in bunches. Neither of them really putting the punches together much at all. There's a lot of posturing going on here, as you can see. Neither boxer wanting to make the first engagement and risk making an error that their opponent can capitalize on. And as a result of neither boxer really interested in taking much risk, you're getting this sort of lull in this interrupted action that perhaps makes it for a longer seeming fight. However, again, styles make fights, and the winner here does go on to London, so to each his own with regards to the style employed in this contest. And now the hard-charging Han comes forward, and again, Liu wraps him up. Left hand by Han, and now they start to exchange in the clinch, and Liu looks like he got the better of that with a right hand to the body. Left hand by Liu. And another left-right combination. So action picking up a little bit here in round 2. For the most part, very much a tactical bout, a posturing bout. And now a right chopping baby hook to the head, perhaps the side of the head by Han. The referee is going to caution Han on his punching. And we've seen this in other points in the evening where the boxer doesn't want to commit, doesn't want to open himself up to exposure for fear of being counterpunched or even worse. However, these boxers need to understand that you need to impress the judges. And if you're not throwing punches, if you're not landing clean shots, if you're not showing ring generalship, and you're only showing a cautious defensive style, you're only going to be as good as your last punch. And in this instance, with the score being so close as it was going into the first, we're not sure what the judges are really seeing, but we hope that for both of the boxers' sake, that they're seeing enough here to warrant a favorable reading on the side of those judges. So with that, we will take a break and come back in just a moment for the round.
Ring several.
And we see here that the third round, we got some more tying up between the boxers. And now, Liu starting to press the action just a little bit more. With the round number 2 going in the favor of the Korean boxer, Han, at a score of 5-4. That makes it a total of 9-7. So the Korean boxer has been able to do enough in the first 2 rounds to escape with a point. So that gives him a 2-point lead going into this one. If you think he was cautious in the first 2 rounds, I'd imagine that level of caution would only increase as this round proceeds. He only needs to win by a point, win by a, what do they say, win by an inch and win by a mile. It's all the same, 1 point or 10. The victory is the victory, and a sneaky right hand by Han as Liu is turned. He gets out of harm's way and he stands in front of his man. So now we are almost at the halfway point of round number 3 here in the Haydar Aliyev Sports Complex in Baku, Azerbaijan. It's been a wonderful, wonderful week of boxing, and there's so much more to come. We are halfway through, or rather 3/4 of the way through now, the men's lightweight division. We've got 2 more bouts in this weight class, and then we get to move on to the super heavyweights, the 91+ kilograms, where we have lots of exciting boxing coming your way. Here in the ring, we see some more roughhousing tactics by Han and Liu, trying to gain the edge. We'd really like to point out that tomorrow we get to the quarterfinals, and that's going to be another full day of boxing. We'll take a break on Thursday, and then Friday we come back for the semifinals, and then ultimately Saturday we get to the finals, and that's going to be a wonderful day of boxing. We expect to have a capacity crowd here in the arena, over 6,000, 7,000 strong, screaming for their boxers, their fellow countrymen in some instances, as the Azerbaijani team has seen some success here in the tournament thus far, and their countrymen and their fans have shown that they're going to come out in full support. We expect to see that continue, that continuing trend as the week of boxing continues. So as we wrap up the 3rd round of this bout between China and Korea, again we remind you, Korea came into this round with a 2-point advantage, and we will see if they're going to come out with that same advantage. We're going to go to the scorecards right now, and we'll be right back to check it out. We're about to get the conclusion, the decision. The scores are being tallied. And the winner is the red corner, Korea, by a score of 16-9. Congratulations to Han Soon, the winner. He's going off to London and to the quarterfinals tomorrow. We're going to be right back after this replay to see the entrance, ring entrance of the following bout.
Judge number 5, Vietnam. Going to number 481, men's side